Welcome back to episode 74 of the Shy Sports Weekly podcast. What's up, Kyle? Ty, how we doing, boys?
Boys, fellas, it's great to be back as always. I don't know. I feel like it's been a while. When was the last time we talked? Was it
Probably
last
a little
month?
over a week.
You
It
know,
feels weird because we're recording on a Wednesday.
little midweek recording, which is
Yep.
okay. Um,
Best of both worlds.
yeah, I'm trying to think what's going on in the sports landscape here. Justin Fields is just dominating everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's dominating my life, to be honest with you, and I couldn't be happier.
He is. He's got a lot of people happy. He seems like he's got some people mad too. Like he is the talk of the town for sure.
Yeah, LeSean McCoy.
Headline of this episode: Kyle wants to be dominated by Justin Fields.
LeSean
That's
McCoy,
my
Packers fans calling him a running back. Yeah.
The whole running back thing, I don't actually. I mean, I get it, but it doesn't make any sense. Like he's thrown touchdowns each game. He's thrown multiple touchdowns.
Right.
He only has one interception. Yeah, it was terrible interception, but the overhit on it, so wasn't even mad. Was
I mean,
you know
it's-
what? This
it's-
guy, respect.
For me, it's all about total yards from scrimmage. I mean, who really cares? If you're producing, you're generating 300 plus yards, like that's great.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, what was it in the first 6 games? So weeks 1 through 6, I think he was averaging. What would you say? Would you call that total yards from scrimmage, or would total yards from scrimmage include passing yards too, or
Yeah.
passing receiving yards? Pardon me.
Yes.
All right. Well, so then we'll say pass plus rush yards per game, and I think in the first 6 weeks he was around like 190,
Mm-hmm.
and then weeks 7 through 10 he's at like around 270. So he's averaging, what is it, 80 more? We got a calculator anywhere around here?
Mhm.
Yeah,
In the
80
last,
more yards per game. I'll take that.
yep. In the last two, he's 300 plus. So
Not bad. Not bad.
some might say trending up.
I mean, you want to just talk about the Bears right now? I don't mind it. Trust me.
Let's actually go in order this time.
Oh, and so now we're going in order.
Yeah. Episode 74.
You're
Let's
just
give
gonna-
it,
you're just
give
gonna
it some
blue ball.
respect and go in order.
And you're just gonna blue ball me. I literally had to lube out. I have to put it away.
Smurf nuts.
Murph nuts. All right, number 74. You kick us off because I haven't looked up a single fucking one.
Can you? Who's the first one you think of?
Jermaine Ifedi.
Okay.
Wasn't he the guy that like bitched at Tevin Jenkins last year?
Mine was Eloy Jimenez, but that works too.
Let's see. Wow, how about this? This is another random one in Cubs history. The Cubs have had 3 number 74s, so 3 different players, all within the past 2 seasons here.
Yep.
That's weird.
I bet you Sean can name all of them.
I missed everything you just said. I was busy. What'd you say?
This
Cut
guy's
it
just
off.
ripping his weed pen. Ty, can you name a single person in any sport, any team that has worn number 74?
Eloy was the only one. Max took that.
Max Jones said that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. Max took it.
That's fair.
see this.
He was the only person ever to wear it in any
Sox
sport.
history.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Trevor Megill, is he the dude that
Trevor McGill.
that went to the Mets, or was that his brother?
That's his brother. This guy went to I think he's on the Twins.
And his brother was like pretty decent, right?
His brother wasn't bad. Yeah, he's a starting pitcher this year. He's pretty good.
Mhm.
Had a good season. Was there anybody on the Sox that you saw? I didn't even look him up.
Eloy's the only one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what you said. 74 for the Hawks, Nicholas Beaudin. They literally traded him like 2 weeks ago. He's
Wow.
a former first rounder. Kind of just shows how bad Stan is. So
Keeping 74s relevant
keeping Nicholas Beaudin
for
relevant.
the time being, at least.
I saw this about, I think it's the Raiders the other day, but it reminded me of Stan Bowman. So the Raiders, I think from 2019 to today, they don't have like every first round pick that they've drafted has either been waived, traded, cut. I mean, I guess the only one that they really like nailed was Henry Ruggs and whatever.
We won't
but
get
it
into
just
that.
it reminded me of the Hawks from like 2011 to, I'm trying to think, like 2020 now. Even like 2019, all of their first round picks are on different teams.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Not even in the organization.
Right. It's devastating. That's not how winning is done.
Oh my God. I mean, frustrating.
We're hoping the Bears are starting a nice little streak here.
I looked up my first mock draft today.
Did you?
Mock draft.
Yeah, I don't even know how to
already.
say the guy's name. It's like Olu. I don't know. I did one YouTube search, and he just looks like a fucking freak of nature. He's a lineman. He's a tackle that just like sprints around. He's literally like a semi truck out there. It's pretty sweet. That's our early analysis of the 2023 NFL draft.
Where does he go to college?
I think Penn State.
Okay. I saw I think the first one I saw was them taking an edge rusher from Clemson.
What's that guy's name?
I forget.
Okay, so this guy I saw was Olu Fashanu. Yeah, Penn State, 6'6", 308 line or tackle. So I don't know. But it says he's a sophomore, so I'm not exactly sure.
I'll be very much cool with any of an edge rusher, offensive lineman, or wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, or quarterback. I don't care. Just fucking
take it easy.
No, I'm at the flip. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Just so the Packers don't get him.
I have become like the biggest Fields truther of all time, I think. Like anytime anyone in the room or group chat says anything bad about him, I jump to his defense right away.
You block that number.
Yep.
And we're just right back on the Bears.
I just tell them to stop.
Let's just go to the Bears because we're all lubed up right now. We're not going to the on this stage. We're going back to the Bears. Come on.
All right, fine.
So the game on Sunday, I'm telling you right now, I think it was the perfect situation or just perfect result, so to say, as last week's was as well.
Yeah, it feels like we're living in the Twilight Zone because
kind of does.
Kind of happened 3 weeks in a row now.
Yeah. Depressing stat of the week. The Bears are the first team in NFL history to score 29 or more points in 3 straight games and go 0-3. I got to not win one.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. I signed on to like a work call and one of my bosses was like, we were wearing that Bears hat proud. And I'm like, things couldn't be going better right now. Fields is developing. We're losing games and shooting up the draft board for next year.
Yeah. I mean, what's funny to think is, I mean, you are what your record says you are, right? They're 3-7, but easily could have won that Lions game. Easily could have won that Dolphins game. I feel like there was one more that they could have won that they lost. Which one am I thinking? The Commanders game.
Right.
So 3 wins. They easily could be like 6-4 with a dog shit defense, and they'd be a phony 6-4. Where we'd be saying the opposite, like they could easily be 3-7.
Right.
But still, I think they've had a little bit of luck.
I read. There's a lot to read on Twitter. One of the things I saw was that losing is bad for Justin Fields' development. What's your take on that? At this point, does it really matter?
Yeah, in a sense, because I don't think you want to. I mean, I think it's important to be around a winning culture and learn how to win in the NFL.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not like I think losing is bad for his development if it's like you're blatantly trying to lose and
if you didn't trade Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn
But I'm saying you blatantly trade guys on the offensive side of the ball.
Right.
Like Roquan was a free agent. They weren't going to re-sign him. Robert Quinn, and he's on the last 4 holes of his career. So
yeah, no. I think everyone agrees
Claypool. So I think if anything, it's like you said earlier, we're in the Twilight Zone. I think these games actually are great for his development. I mean, I would have preferred to see him drive down the field and put the Bears in field goal position or score a touchdown. However, I'm not going to be upset with him getting. Geez, I have a dog hair that's just floating in my eye. I'm just smacking it eye. I'm not going to be upset with him putting up 30 points. Have another 60+ yard touchdown around 2 tutties, on the ground and in the air. I'm not going to be upset about any of that.
555 rushing yards, which is the most in the past 5 games, which is the most rushing yards by a QB in a 5-game span in the Super Bowl era.
That's insane.
Yep.
That's legitimately insane.
Yep.
Like this guy is a freak of nature.
Totally. Cheat code.
I know I said it last week, but I honestly do love every time the Bears are on and Fields is doing something. It's Matt Nagy starts trending because people just fucking despise that guy.
It's like he's just trying to mind his own business.
Just trying to be the Chiefs QB coach.
Right.
Put up like 30 a game.
Filling up the water coolers.
Yeah, just being Andy Reid's bitch until he retires and he can eventually take over the job. How about this stat? And so in Bears history, the most rushing yards by a Bear in a 2-game span. Number 1, Walter Payton, 467. Number 2, Walter Payton, 412. Number 3, Gale Sayers, 348. Number 4, Justin Fields, 325.
Wild.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy. Like, it's crazy that he is just shattering records week after week, and it's just like it's almost being taken for granted because they're not winning.
Why is it that when a quarterback is just an elite runner, people just automatically disrespect their passing abilities?
I'm not sure. I mean, I get that he's not throwing for 200 yards. I don't know when the last time was that he threw for 200 yards. But like, he doesn't need to. Like, if you're rushing for 150 yards or setting the NFL rushing record for a quarterback in a single game, like at that point, you're just not going to have that much passing volume.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and like it's not like he's making mistakes as a thrower. Like, sure, he's had a couple of interceptions, but for the most part, like you said, he's throwing touchdowns. Like, he's really only throwing, I don't know what, 20 to 25 times a game at most. I mean,
the most he's thrown in a game this season was 2 weeks ago.
28 against the Dolphins.
Yeah. And
he
then
threw
20
touchdowns.
Yeah, and he threw 3 touchdowns. Yeah, so like in his last 3 games here, he has 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bad passer. We got a running back. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll take a running back at quarterback with those numbers. Are you kidding me?
Right. Putting up 30 points a game on offense, like, I don't know.
Whatever works. How many
haters gonna hate?
What's up? What'd you say?
Said haters gonna hate.
Oh, I thought you said, hey, listen. This season, how many times do you think Justin Fields has thrown for more than 200 yards?
Once or twice.
0.
Once. In the game against Minnesota with the Smith-Marset fumble at the end.
He did virtually like all of that in the second half too, I think, right?
Yeah, he did a lot of it in the second half. He threw for 208 yards.
Yep.
So
whatever, like I don't care.
Yeah, but he's also rushed for, let's see here. So since including the Commanders game, he's going to rush for 88, 82, 60, 178, and 147.
It is clearly a schematic problem for defenses to be able to stop someone who is that fast. And
like, there's only so many plays in a game.
Exactly.
And he's still throwing for like 167, 150 here. So 179. It's not like he's throwing for 47 yards. It's not like we have Tim Tebow back there.
I'm waiting to read these stats. So this is just in the last 2 weeks against the Dolphins. He's the first player in NFL history with 3 passing touchdowns and 150 rushing yards in a game. Then the next week against the Lions, he's the first player in NFL history with 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 100 rush yards in a game.
I mean,
it's insane.
Let's redraft the 2021 NFL draft by quarterbacks. What order would you draft them in now?
Fields.
Okay.
And then it doesn't matter. I mean, it's probably Fields.
Remind me who was in that class.
Fields,
Lance?
Trevor Lawrence is 2. And then it's hard to make any kind of judgment.
Davis Mills.
Trey Lance.
Davis
the whole
Mills.
time.
Starter. # starter.
Davis Mills 3. Mac Jones 4. Zach Wilson 5.
Yeah. Mac Jones kind of stinks.
He's cheeks. Max, I wanted to ask you, what did you think about the Bears' usage of Chase Claypool?
I'm not too concerned about it because it's only been the second game. Like we've been talking about, they're not necessarily in win now mode. Wins don't matter. I did see that him and Fields have been getting extra time at practice, which is like one of those nice little nuggets you always like to see.
They have been. They've been getting after it together.
At least recently. So
I don't mind that.
I think as long as they develop some chemistry heading into next season, that's all you're looking for here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I couldn't care less. I can't believe people on Twitter are like freaking out that Claypool had 19 snaps. It's like, dude, he's been in the system for 13 days.
Right. And like, obviously, there's teams like the Vikings. They went and traded for Hockenson, and he's had 9 targets in each of the last 2 games. But they're trying to win a Super Bowl. Like, I don't know. I'm not too worried about that right now. Now, if we get to the last 3 weeks of the season or early next season and the same shit's still happening, then it's time to start.
We'll cross that bridge when we come.
Then that's a red flag.
Yeah. But for right now, I cannot believe people are freaking out about
literally
Chase Claypool's snap count.
I think I saw Fields' answer or response to that was that the receivers run complex routes, and he's got to get up to speed, which is kind of funny, but also cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, it takes time. One thing I actually did want to ask you about when we were talking about Fields was LeSean McCoy's comments. I know we dipped into it earlier, but overall thoughts.
I mean,
so give the people, what did he say exactly?
Basically, he was saying Fields is a great runner, this and that, but then once the defense makes him throw, he can't throw. And he said he's got to wonder what guys like Claypool and Mooney are thinking. They're probably thinking something like, get me a quarterback. Just honestly ridiculous shit. I think he's just basically a guy that's a talking head on TV that's trying to make headlines.
First thing I thought of when LeSean McCoy came across my Twitter feed was that guy held a football like a loaf of bread. He held it like it was he didn't want to squeeze it too hard. But
like he's giving me like Pat Beverly vibes. Like he just wants people to look at him.
Yeah, dude, shut up. You sucked. You were good for like 3 years.
Yep.
Don't talk about my quarterback like that. Now I'm mad.
I mean, he was great. It's for a couple seasons. It's just like your take is outrageous, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, he was very good.
I think even everyone on the broadcast with him was like, "Dude, what are you talking about?"
They're like, "Dude, are you high? Are you fucking high right now?" Yeah, it was an outrageous take. What I did want to ask you before we go into just a quick Bears-Falcons preview, are you scared that Cordarrelle Patterson's going to return one on the Bears this week?
I'm scared he might drop 3 on our heads in the end zone this week. Not kick returns, but just all around. Like he might pull a McCaffrey on us and like throw one in, run one in, and catch one.
And then return a punt, and he's going to score 5. He's going to score a touchdown every way. They're going to put him at safety, or he's going to get a safety. Like he's just going to do it all.
It'll be an all-time revenge game.
Fuck us. All right, Bears-Falcons. What do you think? Give us a prediction.
Do you have a spread for me?
3.
And what's the point total?
I don't know. I'm going to say 40.
41. No,
I don't know. Let's see. 49 and a half.
40,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's indoors just makes me think it's going to be a track meet.
Justin Fields did say today he feels faster on turf.
Yep. So
makes you think.
I mean, how can you go against Bears overs at this point with how games have been trending lately?
I mean, I've taken them the last 2 weeks, which by the way, I'm 8-0 in our last 2 weeks of picks. Not a big deal, but we'll get to that later. I agree. I would take the Bears over 49.5. The only thing that concerns me is that these two teams run the shit out of the ball, and it's just going to burn clock.
Yep. I don't know.
For that reason, I'm not taking the over, but I'm sure as hell not taking the under.
I mean, I don't think the Falcons are very good, but I also don't think the Bears defense is very good. So I guess nothing would surprise me in this one.
Well, this is a heavyweight matchup between a 3-7 and a 4-6 team. So
while the 4-6 team is fighting for a division title.
Yeah. to play literally one extra game before they get boat raced by like the Niners. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And they won't make the playoffs. So what's your prediction?
I think this is the week the Bears learn from some of their close, tight losses, and honestly, I could see them just blowing the doors off the Falcons.
You think so?
Yeah, like I think they're gonna win. I'm gonna say Bears 31, Falcons 17.
Under.
Is that the under?
That's the under.
All right. Bears 31, Falcons 24.
Oh, you could. Oh, there's nothing wrong with taking the under.
I think it's going over.
Math guy. He's breaking out his calculator to see what's what. I like it. I respect it. I respect the grind there.
What's your call here?
I'm going to say 27-24.
Bears.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I don't know why, but I kind of do. I think they'll at least cover. I'll give you that. Whatever. They may not win, but I guarantee that they're my lock. They're my dog.
I don't even want to speak this into existence. I didn't love hearing Fields say like his legs felt heavy after last week, and they're gonna the trainers are saying they're gonna take it easy on him in practice.
Yeah, I kind of agreed with that, or agreed with you with what you're saying there.
It's just not a fun thing to hear.
He was saying that he's like normally during practice he runs sprints with the quarterbacks, but his legs are tired, so he's just not running sprints with them because he runs so much in the game, which I get, but I don't know. Odd thing to say, odd thing to hear, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. And I guess in the scheme of things, I don't care. But
at least they're keeping an eye on it. But like I said, we're not going to speak this into existence.
Listen, if he runs for another like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, he could fucking.
My legs would be tired too.
Yeah, like I have like 6 beers and my legs are jelly the next day. Like this guy's taking hits left and right.
Literally, anytime I wake up after a night of drinking, my legs are so sore.
I started in a pickleball league yesterday, and I literally can't walk straight today.
Pickleball?
Oh yeah, we're
Get
big,
out.
We're big pickleballers over here.
How is it?
It's fucking fun, but I am very out of shape evidently. And
do you wear goggles?
No, you're thinking racquetball, I think.
Well, you should start wearing them.
Just rec specs?
Yeah.
Well, do you wear that orange hat?
Well, of course.
I think I'm gonna order you a pair for your wedding gift. A nice Nike pair of rec specs for pickleball.
I'd probably be the best gift I get all day.
Rec specs and a headband. For sure.
I heard wear them during sex for the first time.
I heard pickleball is a sport of the future. Is it true?
Dude. You've never
I see all kinds of celebrities investing in it actually. Like
yeah, it's deep now, but it's like you go to play, you could just like go play at the courts outside and shit. You're waiting 20 minutes to play a game. Just people all over.
You play outside right now?
Not right now, but like in the summer.
I'm gonna say, dude, it was like sleeting today.
No. Inside, but yeah, in the summer outside.
Inside voices.
Yeah.
Let's go inside. Let's go inside some On This Days here. Look at that segue.
Boom.
So the first one, a Cubs one, because we can't go too far without talking about the Cubs. November 19th, 2006, the Cubs signed Alfonso Soriano to an 8-year, $136 million deal. I wanted to give you a quick trivia question here. Between Alfonso Soriano, Derek Lee, and Chris Bryant, rank them in terms of who has the most home runs in Cubs history.
Man, it was Soriano, Lee, and Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I mean, I know Bryant had the 41, and then I think it really just depends on who had the longest career with the Cubs.
I'll give you one hint.
Okay.
Derek Lee played the most games.
I'm going to say Soriano, Lee, Bryant.
Perfect. Exactly how I gave him to you.
Beautiful.
I tried to throw you off the scent by giving you the exact answer right off the bat, but you nailed it.
I'm proud of that one.
8 years, 136 million, which I feel like in today's game. Oh, I mean, would it get you that quality player of Soriano? Like a 40-40 guy?
No, I think it would get you like I don't know. I mean, obviously,
I was trying to think of that.
so
Like,
the Cubs signed John Lester for what? Like
6 for 155.
yeah.
Not a big deal.
And obviously the best free agent signing in Cubs history. But was he really like the biggest ace on the market possible? I don't think so.
No, probably not. Would you sign? You know who you would sign to an 8-year, $136 million deal now? Honestly, Ian Happ.
God.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but like that'd be like the type of player. If you were a free agent,
Joey B's America.
Huh?
Said Joey B's America.
Well, it's because inflation's high. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm an economist. I'm saying if Ian Happ hit the free agent market this year, there would be a team that would throw 8 years, 136 million at Ian Happ,
which is crazy.
I mean, I don't know what that AAV is, but compared to what Scherzer has now or what DeGrom and Verlander are looking for, where it's like 40 a year, 8 for 136 is nothing. Ty, what does that come out to a year?
8 for 136.
Yeah.
Let me bust out my calculator, dude.
Is that 25 million? No.
17. 8 years.
17. Are you kidding me?
8 years, 136 mil.
17 million only a year.
Yep.
The Cubs signed John Lackey for 2 years, 18 million.
I mean, it was almost
or 2 years, 36 million.
20 years ago, 15 years ago that they signed Soriano. So,
but I mean, Jesus Christ. Pardon me. It was 2 years, 32 million. He had 16 per. So John Lackey was making 1 million less per year than Soriano was. You know, not even.
That is crazy.
5 years later.
It's all relative, though.
Yeah, but
because MLB teams are making that much more money now too.
I mean, compared to 5 years, what did Hayward sign for? 8 for 128.
Yeah.
So I guess
no, more than that. It was like he was like 178.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is. Let's look that up. That's a good question. What the hell did he? I mean, you see, he just got
I
released.
think it was like 8 for 173 or something.
Yeah. 184.
Yep.
Sheesh. My God.
God bless him.
Seriously. But I mean, 8 for 130. Yeah, think of that. I mean, you would have Soriano 10 times over compared to Jason Hayward.
100%.
I mean, I'm looking this up. Like, let's see who has like all the players that have more home runs in their Cubs career than Jason Hayward.
Everyone.
How many career home runs do you think Jason Hayward has?
Career?
His Cubs career.
Cubs career. I'm going to say 57.
He has 62 home runs in 744 games.
That was close.
Let's see here. He's tied with one other Cub. He's a fan favorite, not Mark Bellhorn, but he's a fan favorite, I guess, of this pod. He made his debut in 2010.
Infielder or outfielder?
Infielder.
Debut in 2010. Fan favorite of this podcast.
Starlin Castro.
Wow.
What if I would have told you in 2016 when the Cubs signed Hayward that at the end of his contract, he's going to have the same amount of home runs as Starlin Castro?
I'd laugh in your face, and then I'd cry.
Well, I guess actually when he first got here, Hayward was Castro was still on the roster.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't care because Castro is also borderline 300 hitter with the Cubs.
Yeah, so you'd be like, fuck. No, I'm saying I would think of it on the opposite end where I would be excited.
Right.
Right? I mean, Castro's in his prime.
True.
Here are some Cubs that have more career home runs than Jason Hayward. Corey Patterson, Giovanni Soto, Moisés Salou, and way more than 300 or way less than 300 games. Let's see who else. I guess that's pretty much it for like Bill Buckner. But yeah, like those three guys have more home runs as a Cub than Jason Hayward.
I like the Justin Fields stats better.
Yeah, those are definitely better. Well, how about some Jay Cutler stats? May I interest you with that?
You might be able to.
All right, so this is when Cutler was on the Broncos. He came to Soldier Field November 25th, 2007. So Devin Hester returned both a kickoff and a punt for a touchdown to beat the Broncos in OT. But Cuddy on the Broncos, 302 yards and 2 touchdowns. I remember watching this game. We might have been like in 7th or 8th grade then, which is crazy to think. I remember watching this game and Cutler's running like the read option, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He's legitimately a stud. Like, He had so much promise.
Or like watching his high school basketball highlights when he's dunking on everyone.
Yeah, I know.
He also had a cannon, and was the first like legit, semi-legit quarterback that we had in our lifetime, I'd say.
Yeah, people don't respect Jay Cutler enough.
No,
but we're going to respect him even more here because on November 26th, 2015, Jay Cutler and the Bears ruined Brett Favre's jersey retirement ceremony and beat the Packers 17-13 on Thanksgiving. I can't tell you how happy I was watching this game and how, to be honest, how fucking shocked I was that they won.
Yep.
Great analysis.
Yep.
You were on a roll. I was just going to let you keep going.
No, you're good. That's all I had. Tracy Porter was on the Bears, and people forget that he was on the Bears. He's a completely irrelevant mutant. All right. Gambling picks. Is that where we're at next here?
That's where
I believe so.
All right. So I'm just going to take a second to just suck my own cock and
to bask in your own glory.
For lack of a better phrase, yeah. I am 22-10 on the year, which I think comes out to like almost a 65% winning percentage. Ty, you could do that math.
I don't know that those numbers add up, my friend. You're what?
But I can tell you what
10?
numbers do add up is that you are under 500 at 14-18.
What did I go this week? 2-2. Okay.
And Max, you are. Was this a 3.5 game lead over Ty? You are 17-14-1.
Beauty.
Ty,
what did I do this week?
Pardon me?
How did I do this week?
You went 2-2 as well.
I'm the 2-2 king.
So you had Titans -3 that hit, Seattle +2.5 that didn't hit. You had Niners. Oh, you went 1-3.
Why'd I ask?
Yeah, you went 1-3.
Kyle, what'd you say your record is?
You got lost to the snake.
I did. So yeah, Niners Chargers over 46.5 that did not hit, and then Raiders Colts under 42.5 that did not hit. So you went 1-3 at 17-15-1. Ty, Cowboys -5, no. Texans +6.5, no. Bears over, Seahawks under, yep. And then, wait, what did you ask me, Ty?
What was your overall record?
22-10.
That's a 68.7.
Please tell me you're betting on these games while you make your picks.
Yeah, but the problem is I bet on like every game. So I just happen to hit these 4 here.
That is the problem, isn't it?
And then pretty much lose everything else. So it's not the best strategy, but hopefully one that pays off eventually. Ty, kick us off with your favorite.
Eagles -6.5 against the Colts.
Where are they playing?
You know not to ask me questions such as that.
No, I know, but that's why I specifically asked you because I knew you had not the slightest idea.
They're playing in Indy.
Yeah. Yeah, the Colts are going to boat race them.
Think so, Jeff Saturday, big believer.
Yeah, those baby blues. Hey, they won 1-0.
Yeah.
Jeff Sunday.
Never apologize for a win. Max, your favorite?
This one's fishy, so I'm just gonna. If it smells like fish, eat it. I'm gonna go with Dallas -1.5.
Yeah, that one honestly doesn't make any sense to me either.
On the road against the Vikings. Like you would think the Vikings would be like 4-point favorites here.
I would my analysis here and my projection, my computer system has the Vikings as 2.5-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're getting some edge, some value here. Okay, my favorite. I am going to take. Ooh, God, I'm gonna take the Saints -3 because I feel like that also doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
Saints -3 over the Rams.
Andy Dalton's starting too, which makes it make even less sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's ugly. I'm assuming Stafford's out and the Rams have been playing like poo-poo, but
Stafford's in.
he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it -3 then?
I don't. Well, it was -4 earlier today, and I think it got bet down a little bit. I think people hit the Rams.
Oh Jesus! All right, I'm sticking with it. Saints -3.
All right.
Ty, bark at me.
Lions +3 against the Giants. Max is living and dying by Broncos unders. I'm living and dying by Lions +3.
Yeah, you are.
Funny because I almost took the Giants there.
You should have. You guys should just battle with each other and hang out in like last place.
Yeah.
Dog.
Man, if Kyler Murray were playing, I'd take the Cardinals here, but I don't think he is.
I almost think the Cardinals were better last week without Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Cole McCoy was getting the ball out quick. But fucking A, what the hell? I'm going Jets +3.
No, you son of a bitch. I have him at 3.5.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'll give you that half point. You son of a bitch. That's who I was gonna take, but now since you ruined that for me.
Take the Bears, for God's sakes.
I'm taking the Bears +3. That's who I got. I think the Bears are gonna win the next 2 weeks. Hot take.
Love that.
Ty, you're over.
I got Bills Browns over 41.5.
In 6 feet of snow, huh?
Just want to let you know there's a blizzard there.
Oh, is there?
You shouldn't
Yes,
have told me.
That's good. I'm going to change that probably.
I mean, they literally said there could potentially be 6 feet of snow.
I think they said
6
3
feet of
but
snow.
Yeah.
3 to 6 feet of snow.
How is that even possible?
It's a nor'easter.
Thanks,
All
Obama.
right, I'm going to switch it then to Packers Titans over 41.
Okay. Max.
I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Bears-Falcons over 39.
Well, it's 49.
49. If it was 39, I'd put the mortgage on it.
You taking I have it 49.5.
Okay.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You like that? Do you?
I am gonna take. Oh man, there's actually a lot of unders I like this week. I feel like the under is gonna be a play in these games, and for that reason, I'm taking Colts Eagles over 44.
Interesting.
27-20. That gets me there.
27-20
Book it.
Colts.
Scores what?
You're looking for my under, huh?
I'm looking
gonna-
for what's under there.
I'm gonna live with Max on this one actually. Broncos Raiders under 41.5.
Bet your life on it.
It's too many damn points.
Put your kids through college on it.
What was that stat that was on Instagram about Russ? Like if the Broncos scored 18 points in every game, they would
It'd be like 8-1 or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's kind of sad, but it's crazy.
It's both. Speaking of Instagram, I think you've sent me something. It was like a video about taking unders when the home team is like more than 10-point favorites or something like that.
When they're 9-point favorites, specifically 9 to 9.5 point favorites.
So you remember.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
Stored that one in memory. All right. In that case, I'm going Ravens Panthers under 42.
Yeah. My dog. Do you hear my dog just wagging his tail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, loud tail.
Sleeping, just pounding his tail on the ground. Stop. What did you say? Ravens Panthers under 42?
Yep.
I have it at 41.5.
Look at you. You're just
I'll give you 42.
no, it's fine.
No, you get it.
You gave me the extra half on the Jets. So
yeah. And then I took it away on the Bears.
Yep.
I just don't know if you have the lines. I'm going Packers Titans under 41.
I like that one.
Because I feel like that's too low for what Aaron Rodgers just did, but
yeah, I think
it'll be like 21-17.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be right there.
Not touching that Bills-Browns one, huh?
No, but I think I will bet the Bills for sure. Maybe I'll bet oh no, dude, 8 points is a lot in a blizzard.
I think Nick Chubb's gonna run all over the place.
Did you see? I know you didn't. I don't know why I'm asking, but today Western Michigan was playing Central Michigan, little action, and it looked like a snow globe.
I did see that. Awesome. That was wild.
I didn't know. I bet the under actually, and somehow they scored 2 touchdowns within the first like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, how are they doing this? And they've scored 3 points since, and it's in the fourth.
You're back.
Yeah, so I'm on a heater. But again, I just want to. I'm going to read these standings just because I can. I am in first at 22-10. That's a 68% winning percentage. Max second, 17-5-1, and tie 14-8. It's kind of gross.
14-8, huh?
Yeah.
Favorite part of the show is when you read your record, your gambling record.
I know it is. All right, starting 5. What did we say it was?
We had landed on things that don't make sense.
Things that don't make sense. I'm perfect. I got a lot. We'll stick with the same order here. Last place goes first.
All right.
Take us away, Saul.
Things that don't make sense, dude. Gravity. Doesn't make sense.
Oh, nice. We're going deep with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Why? What's your thought on gravity?
It's just you can explain it to me 10 ways to Sunday. It'll never make sense.
I mean, how would you if somebody just on the street asked you to explain gravity, how would you explain it?
Things fall down.
It's just like my wife.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Max.
All right. Sticking with the same theme, I'm going outer space.
Yeah, I just don't think space is real, so
dude, it could very well not be.
What do you think it is? A green screen?
I'm not saying it's not. I mean, I don't know.
Hold on, you actually don't think it's real?
No, I'm not saying I don't think it's real, but I'd also listen to a strong argument saying that it's not real.
What would it be then?
I don't know. Not a scientist. I'm a podcaster.
That much is clear.
Podcaster.
I don't know. Have you seen like Apollo 11 or Apollo 13, whatever that is? I don't know. Just like the ozone layer, you can't come in too hot, or like you have to come in at a certain angle. It's like, what the fuck is that? That's not real. Then how did they get out going straight up?
Hey, I'll do you one better. Nothing's real. It's all simulation.
Kyle's gonna make 2 picks at the turn. One's gonna be 9/11.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
What else doesn't? What other conspiracies you got over there?
I guess this goes along with 9/11. I just don't know how planes fly. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I think about this every time I land from a flight. I'm like, how the fuck did I just travel across the country in like 2 hours? I literally I flew across the country. That's crazy. I don't know, mind blowing every time. Maybe I'm just ripped out of my mind right now.
No, I like that one.
Whoever suggested the starting 5, I applaud you for it, because this shit's about to be funny.
And then the other one is like FaceTiming, or even like telephones. We'll just go with phones in general. Making a phone call, like how the hell is your voice getting transported and teleported to a different location?
Right.
And you're telling me you could do that, but we can't teleport humans?
And they've been doing that shit since like the 1800s.
They could definitely teleport humans. I'm telling you, you need to have enough money.
Like, how smart was the first person that figured out how to do that?
So, on that nugget there, I saw a tweet yesterday was, what do you think the first person who saw a sunset was thinking at that time? Like, oh, we're fucked. Things going away forever.
We're fucked.
I think that all the time actually about who was the first person to realize you need to wipe your ass after you take a shit.
I don't know.
What an
Probably
odd
the guy's
discovery.
wife.
Probably the first guy because he was walking around and he couldn't kind of spread his cheeks.
Probably all his friends. You smell really bad.
All right, Max, you're up.
I'm gonna go electricity.
Yeah, I mean
I don't
that's.
understand that, and I probably never will. So
I think about that a lot, but I feel like that's at least more explainable than phone calls.
it is more explainable, but it's something you walk away from, and you're probably just like, oh, okay, yep. Still don't fucking get it.
Not the slightest clue. Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it, but yes, Ty.
I'm gonna go the ocean, which is
What part of the ocean doesn't seem real?
that's not what we're talking about. Things that don't make sense. It's just
What part of the ocean doesn't make sense?
the fact that it's so big and we haven't even explored like half of it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I like that.
And my next one is hot air balloons. What?
Yeah, that's a crazy one. What the hell's up with hot air balloons?
We can just fly with hot air now?
Yeah. Holy shit. I didn't even think of that. That's a good one. Max.
Witchcraft.
I'm gonna go calculus.
Wow, yeah, that actually, I mean, I
Fucking
never
hated
took calculus,
calculus.
so I can't exactly argue with you there. I was gonna say Tom Brady.
Yep, that's a great one.
I'm just not exactly sure how he's doing what he's doing. Let's see. Here's a good one. How the hell is traffic like?
Oh, dude, I was just thinking that.
How does traffic work?
Thinking that.
Like,
Dude.
what causes traffic? Like, if we're all moving at the same speed, shouldn't we not be stuck?
And that's the frustrating
the guy
part.
at the front stops, and that's it.
When you like, I think
Or how
I
does it just
realized
randomly clear up like instantly?
human
and there's
error.
no
Dude.
log
There's
jam?
no such thing as traffic. There's only human error. Somebody fucking slows down, and the rest of us have to slow down, and now you have traffic.
Like, if without, I'll say, unforeseen events like an accident or a lights out or lane closure, how the hell is there traffic? It doesn't make sense.
It just does not make sense.
Max hates this argument.
Yeah, you lost me at traffic. Traffic makes sense.
No. Well, I'm not saying like, yes, I get like when there's too many people on the road, but how does it just, I guess more so, how does it just clear up out of like nowhere? And it's just like, all right, wow, we're just free.
Right.
That
That one's fair. Like on 290,
sense.
once you get past, there's like a certain exit on 290.
Yeah, 15. It's for 294 north. Once you get past it, you're in the clear.
It's just wide open.
I'm gonna say like going south on 55. It's once you pass Pulaski, it's just freedom. It's crazy. But I digress. Max,
The stock market.
that is a good one. I have no idea what's going on there.
I mean, if everyone understood the stock market, we'd all be rich.
How about that FTX guy?
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
guy's a clown.
Do we?
That guy's a clown.
Can either of you explain what's going on with him, or with that?
All I know is they went bankrupt, so now people are out a bunch of money.
So was it just like a big hoax? Is he a phony?
I don't know.
I mean, it was basically a big crypto investment website, and yeah.
So crypto's not real.
That's a good one. Crypto doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to use that, but yeah, not at all. Thought that was just kind of obvious. I didn't understand that. Ty.
I'm going with going to Florida in the summer.
That's a great one.
It is so fucking random.
It's a good one.
You want to know why, dude? Because I've been to Florida, I think, twice in my adult life, and both times were in the summer, and now I just hate Florida.
You hate the state of Florida.
I just hate the whole state. Because my work had to send me there in August, and I had to sit there for a week in dress clothes and sweat my balls off.
How sweaty were you?
I'll tell you what. I woke up last night in a puddle of my own sweat, and my house is being kept at like
From the time you went to Florida in June.
My house is at 66 degrees, okay? So just imagine me in dress clothes in 110, and you tell me how sweaty I was.
Oh my God.
I digress, dude.
That's gross. Like Shrek Swamp. All right. Is that yours? Did you take two there? Or you have one more?
No, I got one more.
I can't wait.
This will be ripe, dude. Fuck. I had a good one and I forgot what it was. Shit.
Any day.
Pass. Movie theater projections. Who's back there? What's going on back there?
I mean, your last pick really fell off.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking us like who's behind us right now. Who's back there?
Who is that?
All right.
Oh my God! So wait, hold on. No, we're not glancing over this. What your pick was? Movie theater projectors?
Yeah, dude. Like, what do you're gonna use old school film, or what are you doing back there? How's that shit work? I guess is my
I don't know
question.
how it works. So I can't. I guess I can't really.
There's somebody
explain.
behind there working the whole thing, and I just don't understand how it works.
I think the whole process for how it's shown makes sense, but it's your pick. I can't argue with you.
It's just.
I'll argue that I can't argue. All right, Max, save us.
I'm gonna go CrossFit. I fucking hate CrossFit. Doesn't make sense. I don't get why people do it.
I do CrossFit. I've done CrossFit before. No, CrossFit's there's a certain breed of people who, if you're like in the CrossFit, you let everybody know you do CrossFit.
Exactly.
Hey, you know how I know you're a virgin? Because you do CrossFit.
I mean, no, because I did CrossFit.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't make sense.
Have you ever done it before?
No.
I play pickleball, dude, like a real man.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Like a real retired elderly
see
person.
the peak male body?
Look at these
You'll see him
nipples.
sweating in 64 degrees tonight. All right. My last pick for things that don't make sense is the process of building cartoons, like building an animated show.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And make it like I guess it would. I think it takes forever to make. I feel like it would take forever. Like, are you drawing like each like frame by frame and then just like a flip book?
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering too.
I mean, are you kidding me? Think of how many frames there are in like a Family Guy episode.
Right.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem real to me.
Well, I think
Doesn't
now
make
it's
sense.
all digital, but back in like the 1920s, was Walt Disney just whipping out his finest colored pencil and
Yeah, like, hey, what are you doing
every
today? Oh,
single
I'm
scene.
drawing frames 4 through 6. How many you got to go? 30,000.
I'll be here for the next 3 weeks doing those.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, well, he's rich as shit, so maybe we should have been doing that. What did we have for honorable mentions?
Gasoline, like that.
I guess just gas prices.
that just makes your car run.
Yeah,
Politics.
I was just gonna say that politics. Yep.
yeah. I mean, anybody who says they're like really understand politics, they're a scam artist.
Duels.
NFTs.
NFTs. No idea. They don't make sense. I have no idea what's going on.
No way.
LeBron James's fake glasses.
LeBron James's hairline.
Just LeBron James.
He's a good one.
I feel like we're leaving quite a few out.
I know. I feel there's got to be a lot of them. I mean,
Bigfoot.
I mean, a lot of things don't make sense to me, but
like, what causes rain? Like, why is it just like, how does water just appear in the sky? Like, if
Evaporation.
Evaporation. That makes no sense.
yeah, you're right.
Clouds.
You're just saying words.
I mean, if I'm going your route, then I'll just say that that's not real.
They don't make sense.
Rain is not real.
Yeah, it's not.
Earlier when you were like, yeah, outer space is not real.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying there's questions that need to be asked.
The Indians blowing a 3-1 lead in the World Series doesn't make sense.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. That makes sense to me. Who's like a freak athlete that just doesn't make? Oh, that Justin Jefferson catch on Sunday doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is a new segment of the week. What doesn't make sense to you this week?
Right, that didn't make sense.
Could be a long segment.
Were you saying my segment, my idea right there didn't make sense?
I like this. No, we're doing this every week for sure.
The what didn't make sense this week? Real quick, what didn't make sense this week to me was people saying Justin Fields is a running back.
Yes, that's a great one.
Nailed it.
To be honest, when you first brought it up, the starting five, I was going to say that.
What doesn't make sense to me is why do we have to pretend like we like turkey once a year on Thanksgiving?
When you really like it all year round.
When you no, your what doesn't make sense should be why do people bitch about eating potato salad in July in Florida? That's why you were sweating on there. You had a hot potato salad.
He brought it on the plane.
Too much mayonnaise in my potato salad.
This guy's eating potato salad. Like,
sir, is that your carry-on bag? Oh, no, it's my personal item.
No, it's my potato salad, sir.
Guy's got a half gallon of potato salad.
Best one yet.
Oh.